learn, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time to Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On second down, it's Hunt. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Dolphins' 4-yard line.
Love fires that quickly outside. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
to throw again. Love. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Check, 59.
Love looking to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Love. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe to break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A gain of
great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Carr now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
42-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Hunt's the ball carrier.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A gain of 6
A
yards.
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Third and 2. Love with it. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
Love's pass intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Dolphins, nothing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They run with Hunt, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Good work after the catch gets him 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, Love. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Love now to pass on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Love from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Love. Finds his tight end Ingram. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's got Evans. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and short.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They run for it with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Carr completes it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He's going to get it running right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working out of the gun. Love lets it fly deep for Cobb. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now after the INT, it's Carr. This one caught by Davis. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The final shot here before half for Carr. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, Love once more. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And this is going to be incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Bell. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
3-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And 3.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
For 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st down, Miami.
couple up to about the 30.
Number 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier. Kamu Grugier-Hill on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back right here. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. At 25, we got 25.
Operating from the gun. Carr. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Allen brought him down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
18.
Calvin Ridley, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 49-yard
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
From the gun, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to Love. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return comes Cobb. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football.
29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th. With obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Love now on 2nd down. He'll get this underneath to Bell, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. A screen to Bell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll go with the keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Hunt. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Third down, here's Hunt. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout.
Gain of 6 yards.
As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Here's Love. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
With a pinky ring, everybody used to pick at me. Now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring, just for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the blood across the just stay turned like I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want to go, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 2, never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out, gotta know just to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do